Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. I'm gonna apologize in advance because my video is gonna be kind of shadowy because it is extremely gloomy outside today. So seriously apologize for the probably poor quality of this video, but this is literally the only time luck that I have today to film this. So we're just gonna have to make it work with the awful lighting that I have right now. So let's go ahead and get into today's video, which is our December monthly budget. This is an exciting one because this will be the first month where we have my husband's new income and also we have a new line item for daycare. So exciting, kind of not exciting things, I guess. It's super exciting for my husband to have his new job, and it's also very exciting for my youngest to finally be in a preschool program. I'm very happy for him. He's loving it so far. He's doing amazing. My husband loves his new job. I'm so grateful, but I do not love paying for daycare again. Gotta remember that, like, it sucks to have to pay for daycare, but it is worth it. I'm super thrilled with everything that's going on right now. But yes, we will have a little bit less money to play with now because we have this larger line item for daycare. So let's go ahead and get into our budget for December. So I do not know fully what my husband's paychecks are gonna look like yet. He has not gotten a full paycheck from his new job yet. And also there's gonna be some other things like, I don't know when his 401k deductions are going to start. I don't know when his other insurance that he has is going to start. I do know those amounts, so like what we're going to be putting towards those, but I don't know exactly how that's going to play out with like taxes and how much his actual check's going to be. So I am guesstimating that our income for December is going to be roughly $7,600, which if you're new to my channel, that is more than we have budgeted with in the past because my husband did receive an increase in his income at this new company, which is super amazing. If you guys didn't watch my job loss video, go watch that video because I explain more about that. So I won't go on and on in this video, but yes, he did get a increase in his income by moving to this new company, which I'm super grateful for. So I'm estimating that we're going to be taking in about $7,600. That is after like taxes, 401k, everything. That is what will actually hit our bank account. Now, again, this is like our first full month of like new income. So this might change slightly. I don't know. I'm being pretty conservative. I think it'll be, I'm pretty confident it'll be this. I don't know that I'm going to have to come back and change it. I think I'm pretty right on. And we do round these off. Like obviously we don't get exactly 7,600. It's like, you know, dollars and cents, but I just like to round off my numbers for these videos because it's just easier. And that's how we actually do it because we like to have a little bit of extra money in our buffer. So I always try to be like rounding conservatively so that we do have like a little bit extra in our checking account at all times for the unexpected. If you guys have been on my channel for a while and if you've been on my channel basically since at least last December, you probably are already aware that I typically get a year-end bonus at my job. And so I don't know how much it'll be. I don't know if I'm getting it. I don't know anything until I get it, which is very kind of unfortunate because like I usually am just waiting the whole month of December. Like, am I going to get something? Am I not going to get something? How much is it going to be? No clue. So that's not always fun, but of course, like I'm grateful that we do get that extra income, but it's just like you have to wait basically the whole month and then find out at the end of the month if you're getting it or not, or like how much it'll be. Now, I will say I've worked at my company for 8 years and I've never not gotten one. So like I'm pretty confident that I will get something, but we're not going to budget based off of that yet. I will budget. I usually like try to do almost like a separate budget for my bonus because I just like to have that be like its own thing. So you may or may not see that. I'm not sure if I'm going to share that this year or not. We'll see. So I will definitely share like what we do with it though, but I don't know if it'll be like through our regular budget basically. So 7,600 is what we're budgeting with. We also usually get side hustle income, but I never count on that until we receive it. And if you're curious about the side hustle stuff, I always share that in our Debt Free Friday videos. So you can go take a look at those if you want to see more about that. But let's go ahead and go through our expenses for the month of December. So mortgage, this will actually be for our January 1st mortgage. And this is in the amount of $25.27 right now. So we do have an escrow shortage that we're currently paying back. It should only be a few more months of that, and then we'll kind of get our recalibrated amount. So I would anticipate in like March or April, we should have a new amount here. Hopefully it'll be less than this, but again, like property taxes could be going up. Like you just don't know. So I'm still budgeting with this obviously until that happens, but we will see. We also have a water bill this month, and I believe that's usually like at the end of the month. I'm going to put the 28th, but I think it's usually at the end of the month. I'm going to budget $300 for that. That should be pretty right on for us. We typically spend about between like $250 to $300. Sometimes it's a little bit more than $300, but typically like these fall, winter months, we don't spend as much on water because we're not like watering our lawn or our plants or like playing outside with water. So it should be like more minimal. So I'm budgeting $300 and we'll see. Then we also have our Peloton. So we do have a Peloton bike. That is $45 a month for the subscription for that. And we have, of course, internet. So very important internet, $60 a month for our internet. I do always get a lot of questions on cell phones and what else? Car insurance. So cell phones specifically, we use Mint Mobile. So if you want to use Mint Mobile, I always have my code linked below. But Mint Mobile, we pay annually, so we don't have any right now. We last paid for it, I believe, in August, which was my son's, because he also has a plan now. And the car insurance, we actually have been taking out of our car sinking fund. We pay that biannually, so just twice a year. I've been taking that out of the car sinking fund for a while just because it's a little bit easier to do it that way and I just prefer it. Just wanted to address those because I do always get a lot of questions like, why are you not paying for cell phone? Or why are you not paying for car insurance? Or why are you, yada, yada. So that's the answer. Giving, we do have a reoccurring donation that happens every single month to St. Jude, and that is the amount of $100. And now you're gonna see our daycare, and I'm just gonna put weekly in here. I'm gonna write weekly, but I'm gonna write down the monthly amount. The reason I'm not writing a date is because we pay this weekly and it's $245 a week. So it'll be $980 for the month of December. So yes, we pay that weekly and it'll be $980. So it's not that we're paying $980 a week, if that makes sense. I know that might look confusing, but I'm just writing that here because there's multiple dates that we pay that. So $980 for daycare, which is wild. I forgot how it feels to pay that bill because it is painful. But like I said, he's really enjoying it and I'm very happy that we did it, but it is just a pain to have to pay for. We also have our brokerage in the amount of $100 a month. We've been doing that for a little while. And then last thing is our electric and gas. We are on budget billing, so that'll be $196. That's our current budget billing amount. So that should not change. So that is all of our fixed expenses, and they total a whopping $4,308 for the month of December, and that leaves us with a remaining of $3,292. So moving up to our variable expenses, we have first our spending. So my husband and I both get $100 each a month for spending. Gas, I'm actually making a change because my husband is driving farther for his new job. So I'm going to bump this up from $250 to $300. I think that should be fine. We honestly might not even need it, but I'd rather have it in here because like I said, December will be the first full month of him working at this new job. So it's kind of like a trial month for us to see what works. Groceries, $900. That's been consistent and I feel like that's a good amount. $100 for kids and fun, so just anything with our kids or anything extra that we need for the month. $250 for miscellaneous, and we're gonna keep $300 for dining out. I'm hoping we could maybe get this down again, but I think $300 is really just the new reality for us as a family of 5 that are like truly eating. Like my toddler is eating like normal child amounts now, so we're a family of 5. And yes. Oh, and also if you're new here, because I know a lot of you guys find me on these videos, we are a family of 5. I have 3 kids. I have a son who is 10, a daughter who is 5, and another son who is almost 3. He will be 3 in January. So 10, 5, and 3. So all crazy fun, wild ages. So total variable expenses is $2,050 for the month of December. Total remaining $1,242. So I am making a couple of changes to our sinking funds just because with our daycare expense, like we just have a little bit less than we normally do. And so I do still want to be able to make good progress on our financial goals. So I'm editing these a little bit. So for car, sorry, have to open a snack. Intermission. Thank you. So for car, we're gonna do 75. For home, we're gonna do 100. For Christmas, we're gonna do 100. And I also wanted to address that in this video. Obviously, Christmas is in December. We have been saving all year long for Christmas. We've been saving $100 a month since January. So we are fully funded for December. We're ready to go. I've already been buying gifts. Like I've been buying gifts for a couple of months now at this point. Like I've been stocking up and just like trying to find the best sales and all of that. So we've been going on Christmas for a while, but we're still going to be putting that aside. I might reduce this slightly for next year. I don't know that we're going to use all of what we had. I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit more like minimal, mindful for Christmas this year. So we might have a little bit extra in here. Whatever we have extra in our Christmas fund, we always donate. That is like something that we've done for a few years now. If we have anything extra, I donate it to a charity. I don't know who I will donate it to this year, but I always donate whatever we have left over. So that always feels really good and kind of motivates us to like be under budget because it feels really good to be able to give that money away. So $100 for Christmas. And like I said, we're probably going to reevaluate this next year. I'm thinking of dropping it down to 75 a month. I just don't know if we need this much, but we'll see. Keeping it at 100 for the rest of the year though. And then kids, we're going to do 50, and vacation, we're going to do 200 because we do still want to make sure we're putting enough towards there that we can go on a vacation, hopefully in 2025. I'm not sure. We don't know. We don't have any plans specifically yet, but we're hoping to do something. So total sinking funds, 525, and that leaves our remaining at 717. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you know where that's going. It is going to our financial goals. Now we are hoping to be finishing off my Roth IRA in the month of November. So that goal should be finished. And then whatever we have left, we will be working on increasing our emergency fund, which is a goal that we've actually had all year. I don't know. I just feel like I knew something was going to happen this year. And like, unfortunately, a lot of things happened this year. So it'll feel good to just bulk up our emergency fund a little bit. Right now, our emergency fund is at 20,000 and I would like to get it to 25. For a family of 5, I just feel like that is better. I feel like 20,000 is just not enough anymore for us, like especially with having more expenses now and another child. Like when we set that $20,000 emergency fund, that was before we had our 3rd child. So it's been a while. So we're going to increase that to 25. I even thought of increasing it to 30, but I think 25 is a good spot for us. We do have more than that in savings because we do keep these sinking funds as well in savings. So we don't just have $20,000. We have more than 25. We have more than 25 total in savings right now, but we have 20,000 dedicated to our emergency fund. So we're going to get that up to 25. And I think that'll be a good spot for us. And we plan to just reevaluate every like maybe 2 to 3 years just to make sure that like that amount is still working for us. If we need to increase it with like inflation or, you know, whatever else life throws at us. But that's the plan for the rest of the year, and that is the plan for our December budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I will talk to you on Friday for Debt Free Friday. Bye, guys.